Good morning everyone and welcome to the stream. Today's show is going to be centered around the best young prospect in European football right now. Yes, it's Lenny Yoro, the man Manchester United have bid for. If we're going live right now and you're right here, let me know how you're doing in the chat. If you're joining us after the stream, skip forward 2 minutes so you get right into the action. How are you all doing, chat? Good morning, Kyle. How are we doing, mate? Having a good one? So Wednesday, England are playing today. Any of my England watchers, British watchers, let me know how you're feeling. I'm certainly excited. I'm very, very excited. Did you guys all enjoy the, what was it? It was France-Spain last night. Absolutely entertaining game. But today, all the focus is on Manchester United and Lenny Yoro. Manuel Ugarte, Mason Greenwood, Matthias de Ligt and Jarrad Branthwaite will all be discussed later. But we will be mainly talking about Lenny Yoro today, everyone. Let me know how we're doing, chat. We'll get started in just a second. In Cafe, one day I'll watch him, mate. One day I'll watch him. All the Lenny Yoro news was going on yesterday. How are we doing, chat? We all doing good? I hope so. I hope so. Halfway through the week, on our way to the weekend. Just give it 1 more minute, let a few more people filter through, and we'll be getting straight into it. So, shall we start? Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the MPB Morning Show. I'm your host, Alex, at Alex Talks All, and let's get straight to the point. Manchester United are ruthlessly gunning for Lenny Yoro, one of, if not the best youth prospect in all of Europe. And if you're excited for that and so much more, as we break down everything regarding the Lenny Yoro deal, then make sure you smash that like button and hit the subscribe button as well. We're aiming for 5,000 subscribers in the month of July, and as always, get involved in the chat down below. It is a family, it is a community here on the MPB Morning Show. I hope we're all doing good. Morning, Alex Xerxes. Here we go, hopefully. We've had one here we go already so far today in the form of Donny van de Beek. Do you think we can get two? Will it be Lenny Yoro? Will it be Joshua Xerxes, Matthias de Ligt, or Jarrad Branthwaite? But of course, we're going to be aiming straight for Lenny Yoro, talking about him first. So I was just enjoying my afternoon yesterday, not really expecting much news to come out, when Nabil Jallit drops the news that Manchester United have had an official offer of £42 million plus bonuses accepted by Lille for Lenny Yoro. The player's priority remains Real Madrid, but United are pushing. We've had some similar news to this dropping in the past few weeks, even months at this point, so I was sort of quite contentious about this. Then, another French source, Abdallah Boulama, says Manchester United have submitted an offer around £42 million for Lenny Yoro. Real Madrid and Lille are continuing discussions over Yoro. At this point, look, am I getting a little bit excited? Yes. But before we go any further, let's look at the price. Ladies and gentlemen, Jarrad Branthwaite at the moment was at once quoted for £80 million. Gonzalo Inácio, £60 million. We've got Antonio Silva going for nearly £100 million. And Lenny Yoro, the best centre-back prospect in all of Europe, is going for £42 million up front with other bonuses. Chat, how good is that deal? Let me know. Let me know how we're feeling about a potential bargain of the summer. He would cost similar to Matthias de Ligt. Let me know. Let me know. Mustafa saying, hopefully not Camavinga 2.0, Yoro or Branthwaite. Now, let me sort of address the sort of comparisons between Camavinga and Lenny Yoro. I get it. Both young French starlets, impressing in their respective French clubs. Real Madrid is the preferred sort of destination for both of them. The difference is, first of all, United are acting so much more seriously this time. We'll get on to that, just how well they're performing in the transfer market very, very, very soon. But I think what we need to focus on at the moment is the price. How much did Camavinga go for in the end, chat? Like 20 million? 25? Not much more than that. Lenny Yoro is being quoted 42 to 50 million pounds. Real Madrid don't have that. They're going after Alphonso Davies. They bought Kylian Mbappe. They bought Endrick. What are they, £60 million for a 16-year-old? So much wages, so much bonuses, so much agent fees to Kylian Mbappe. I don't think they have the funds to purchase Lenny Yoro. So far, I believe Santi said they've only bid £17 million. That's a third, essentially, of what we're offering. So that's where our advantage lies, which is why, chat, I've gotten very, very excited over the fact that Lenny Yoro might just be coming to Manchester United Football Club. Let's see what you're saying. I I can't see us getting Yoro. I mean, chat, there's over 100 of you in here right now. I want a stream of yeses and nos of do you think Lenny Yoro arrives at Manchester United this summer? Let's get involved. Let's get engaged. It only helps the stream. We love Yoro. I hope he joins us. He's the best youth centre-back prospect in the world. He's arguably, and I mean, I'm not counting Lamine Yamal because that boy's no longer a prospect. He's a top 5, top 10 player in the world. After yesterday especially, that goal, I'm sorry, he's not a prospect. But I'd say Lenny Yoro is the best youth European prospect in the world. That's what I'd say he is. That's how good I think he is. Matthew says yes, he wants him. Andre says yes as well. A lot of support for Lenny Yoro, obviously. They have the pulling power. I'm assuming you're talking about Real Madrid, my friend. I mean, Sosa saying, okay, here's why he's not worth 80, 90 million pounds. Sosa says, considering he has only 1 year left on contract, not really a bargain, but just how he's, I'm sorry, Sosa, are we talking about like his ability very, very soon? Stick around for that chat. I'm doing a deep, in-depth breakdown on Lenny Yoro as a player and breaking down just how good he is and where he fits into the Manchester United side if he were to come. To be fair, it will be Yoro will be Camavinga 2.0 deal. I don't think it is. I think it's a very different situation. No, but I hope he joins. I think that's a fair way to talk about it. Santi, he also confirmed the news saying that we had sent a proposal. He didn't say it'd been accepted. And again, he clarifies Real Madrid had only put a bid in worth £17 million. He also clarifies that no offers from PSG and Liverpool. Chat, let me tell you why this it's so important. So many times in the past, United have been slow. We've been reactive, not proactive. Under this INEOS leadership, we are taking the initiative. We are being the leading lions. Do you know how much it means to be approached by someone first? To be told, we want you. We will give you all of this. We'll give you the backing of the project. You'll be the face, the first signing of this new INEOS era. Do you know how important that is for a player to hear that? Yes, I get it. United are in the Europa League. We may not be the club we once were, but he will still have memories. Growing up, the French connection with United, I know Arsenal arguably have the biggest French connection in that sense, but Eric Cantona, the king himself, loves Manchester United, is Manchester United. That is a pull. That is a huge pull. I mean, yeah, Andre saying Yoro responded to a fake account of him. I got very excited on that on Twitter. If you haven't seen that, I got very, very excited. But look, I don't think it means much, but it meant a bit to me at the time. And chat, if you're enjoying the stream so far, let's be honest, why would you turn down the biggest club in the world? If I was Yoro, I wouldn't have to think about it. Tom, I agree with you. Let's consider that for a second. Ooh, am I lagging? Let's consider that for a second. Lenny Yoro is interested in Real Madrid, but who wouldn't? Who wouldn't be interested in Real Madrid, chat? Who wouldn't be interested in Real Madrid? Let's just talk through that side. Endrick, Bellingham, Tchouaméni, Camavinga. They've got, and by the way, huge French presence in that Real Madrid side. You've got who else? Vinicius Junior, Rodrigo, bringing in Alphonso Davies. They've got Courtois, Lunin in goal. They've got experience like Carvajal in there. Modric. That side is so perfect for any young player. Why wouldn't you want to go there? But remember, we are still Manchester United. And while we're still Manchester United, I always have hope. So I have a sneaky feeling he will say yes to United. I mean, I'm really hoping so. Gideon Joseph says, watch Analyst Comps YouTube. He breaks down the video into ball playing, tackles, interceptions, wide defending, etc. He is the whole package, chat. He's the whole package. And then there was a bit of sort of hesitation for me of like getting really excited about this deal. Chris Wheeler said, and we know just how reliable he is at the moment, Manchester United are not commenting on reports in France that a £42 million bid for Lenny Yoro has been accepted by Lille. Note the words here. Note the words very carefully by Wheeler. He doesn't talk about the bid being put in. He talks about the bid being accepted. That's the key difference. And to this day, to this very second, there's been no official confirmation from either United or Lille that a bid has gone through and been accepted. Why? Ornstein hasn't said about it. Ornstein, the O in him could stand for official. Anything official will get told to Ornstein first. That's pretty much how football is with him at the moment. That's how clubs communicate to fans. It's through David Official Ornstein, which is why a lot of the news has gone through Fab, because he's been doing the real deep diving, the investigative journalism to bring us, the fans, everything we need to know. But at this point, I was really quite hesitant. I was a bit scared. I got excited over nothing. I was like, oh, Lenny Yoro, the perfect centre-back for United, the best young centre-back in world football. Maybe I got a bit too excited. But then we get the news from Fabrizio Romano saying Manchester United's formal bid worth over £42 million for Lenny Yoro is true and has been accepted by Lille today. Lille are insisting with Yoro, huge that. Lille are insisting with Yoro to accept United as it's their best proposal on the table. Yoro has always given priority to Real Madrid, waiting for them, decision up to Yoro now. Let's look at the first part of it. The second part of it is a bit pessimistic. Look at the first part. Lille are insisting with Yoro. Lille have a long history of selling players for high profits from their academy. Eden Hazard is the biggest example of this. They're not a huge club, Lille. 60 million euros in a post-COVID world where clubs are struggling, especially in France, would be huge for the club. Lenny Yoro grew up there. He went through their academy system. Why wouldn't he want to help their club out? He would be not saving their club, but giving them a huge boost and a huge platform to build off of to cement their place and standing in Europe. That's what I'm sort of hoping for at this point. His sentimental attachment, I know it's huge to Real Madrid. I hope there's a loyalty to Lille, to a club that he's seemingly going to be leaving this summer. Because if he leaves next summer, Lille get nothing. They don't get an ounce if he leaves this summer. They'll get what, £17 million compared to £51 million all in all, which United are giving them. So, hey ho. We need to get it trending. Hashtag Yoro join United. I mean, if anyone's going to put it down, I've done it several times already. Get involved on our social media chat. Get involved. Would he like to be third choice? Chat, let me know. Does Lenny Yoro start at Manchester United? There's this huge hype around him. Some people say he needs to learn a bit longer. He should play under Matthijs de Ligt or Jarrad Branthwaite or or Lisandro Martinez. He should be playing under maybe even Harry Maguire. He shouldn't be that high up the pecking order. But chat, does he start? To me, Lenny Yoro is a starter at this football club. Irvin, thank you so much for the £2 donation. Yesterday's transfer news has lightened me up. I'm sure hope I bring a bit of light to you every day, mate. I haven't seen you about in a while. Thank you for joining the stream. And I hope your exams all went well, mate. Hope your exams all went well. Pandy says, I believe Lenny Yoro will accept our offer. I hope so. I hope so. Look, we've done all we can. We've done all we can with Lenny Yoro so far. I think now it's up to Lille to pressure him. Pletigol says Lenny Yoro has not yet decided whether he will join Manchester United or Real Madrid. And again, this sort of corroborates with what Stephen Howson's saying. Look, Stephen Howson works very closely with Rio Ferdinand. I have a few contacts with football and I stream every day, chat. Imagine how many contacts Rio Ferdinand, former United player, absolute legend of the game, world-renowned centre-back, involved constantly in social media. He broke the Ronaldo news before anyone. He knew that. He walked up to Rafael Varane and told him win in his shoulder and spoke to him beforehand. That's the sort of engagement which Rio has with players. And if Stephen Howson has heard that Lenny Yoro doesn't need his arm twisted, I think the way he phrased it was, Lenny Yoro would love to join United. He wouldn't mind it at all. Big club, worth his stature, got a big future building, a great project, and in his opinion, probably a good coach. The problem is, we're going up against Real Madrid, Florentino Perez, Carlo Ancelotti, Jude Bellingham, Tchouaméni, Camavinga, 15 Champions League. You can't compete against that. So we are hoping and we are sort of praying that he's doing what's best for the club, with his current club at the moment, Lille, and what's best for him at the moment. Come on, Alex Lab, we shouldn't be using him as a source. I'm sort of corroborating him with Pletigol. That's the thing. I think he has an opinion, and it's probably a more informed opinion than other people. That's the way I say it. It's an informed opinion. That's where I'm going to approach it. It's not a source, he hasn't said its own information, but I'm going to say it as an informed opinion. Football Giants, see if you agree with this chat, says left centre-back Branthwaite and Martinez, right centre-back De Ligt and Yoro. Who would you rather have as your starting right centre-back next summer, Matthijs De Ligt or Lenny Yoro? Actually, I'll put that as a poll, because there's been some rumours that Lenny Yoro is the first choice and Matthijs De Ligt is the alternative if we can't get Lenny Yoro, which is why we have agreed a fee and a deal with Lille, but not actually agreed anything yet with Bayern Munich. This entire time, we've been hearing that, look, a deal is so easy to do with Bayern Munich. They love us, we love them, De Ligt wants to come. It'll be so easy to get done. It'll be really easy. Yeah, nothing's going to go wrong. Except a deal hasn't been done. So what's really going on there, chat? What's really going on there? But let me know, who would you rather have, De Ligt or Lenny Yoro starting? We put a poll in. Who would you rather have, De Ligt or Lenny Yoro? And chat, don't you dare go anywhere. We have so much to be talking about later. Even more Lenny Yoro news could be dropping this stream. We're talking about Manuel Ugarte and next number 6 maybe. Mason Greenwood off to Marseille, or is he? And we'll be talking some other transfer news as well. If you're enjoying the stream so far, please smash the like button. It would mean the absolute world to me. And here is your poll. Go crazy, chat. Go crazy. Go crazy. Collins Ogwenu says, I would start Yoro and Branthwaite. Yoro and Branthwaite, going out on a limb here, Yoro and Branthwaite, if they come to United, will be remembered in the same way we remember Vidic and Ferdinand. In the same way in which we could have remembered Lisandro Martinez and Rafael Varane. That is how good they are. Nick S says, rather have the player that wants to be at the club. Let's look at this topic. Because I get it. I'm the one always saying, I love players who are passionate about coming. That's why I really want De Ligt to come. Because he loves the club. He's a cultural fit. It makes sense. The thing with Yoro is, I think he does want to come. It's just Real Madrid are there. It's like a Jedi or the Sith. It's a pick like that. Two really quite incredible things. But which one do you prefer? Which side, which sort of culture do you align yourself more with? I think he does align himself with United. But does he align himself more with Real Madrid? Look, I don't know. But that's sort of the way we're going at the moment. Jiffy and Joseph says, Lenny Yoro is the first choice as per Muppeteers and some journalists from the Times and Daily Mail. Yeah, I think you're right, mate. I think you're right. I'm starting Licha and De Ligt. It'd be a fun centre-back partnership. But would you hate me, chat, if I said Jarrad Branthwaite and Lenny Yoro is a better centre-back partnership, balances each other better, and the overall quality is better than Lisandro Martinez and De Ligt? Let me know down below. Do you agree with me on that? That is my hot take at the moment. But again, Graham Bailey, some more positive news, says Real Madrid will not go any higher in their attempts to land Lenny Yoro. Chat, the good news just keeps coming in. Their current offer for Yoro is less than half of what Manchester United have put forward. In fact, all in all, their total package is £17 million, as is £51 million. Genuinely, it's a third of what we're offering. It's a third. That's how far behind Real Madrid are. And again, it puts us in a really good position. Absolutely L take. I disagree with you, chat. Oh, no. Not at all. I really quite strongly believe it. Because you've got two massive box-winning defenders. I think you have more of the box command with it. I mean, Lisandro Martinez is not Jarrad Branthwaite. He's not Lenny Yoro. He will not win as many headers. Something we massively need to improve on. The physical flooring is raised. They partner each other perfectly. De Ligt and Lisandro Martinez are both very engaging centre-backs. They both engage you massively. Like, you want... The perfect thing about Martinez and Varane, Martinez would scream at you, shout at you, run at you, get all up on you, in your face. There's a reason his nickname is the Butcher. Rafael Varane, on the other hand, is what we call a cover centre-back. He'd drop off a little bit. He'd watch his players, sort of follow them, entice them, entrap them. Think Virgil van Dijk, in a way. Think Virgil van Dijk, Ibrahima Konate. That sort of vibe. Even Vidic Ferdinand backs off the cover centre-back. Vidic all upon you, pressing you, getting in your face. I think Licha and De Ligt they're both too engaging. It's just my feeling. No, because they're too young. I disagree. Oh, maybe. I don't know. Chat, you know what? I'd be inclined to... Okay, no, you might have convinced me with the age thing. Experience-wise, Lenny Yoro is what, 19? He's a baby. He's younger than me. I mean, look at me and Yoro. You would not think that I was the older one out of us two. And Branthwaite's like, what, 21, 22? They're both really quite young. Branthwaite is just a faster Maguire at best, massively overrated. We're talking about Jarrad Branthwaite later, and the third bid that we're going in for him very, very soon, funded by the impending Mason Greenwood deal. Chat, stick around with me if you want to learn more about that. But again, the big chunk, the big news about Lenny Yoro, the thing that might just seal the deal for Lenny Yoro to Manchester United. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. If I can find it. Fabrizio Romano on YouTube said the president of Lille, Olivier Letang, is pushing for Lenny Yoro to join Manchester United. Well, chat. We've got INEOS working behind the scenes. We've got Jason Wilcox going in there with a whole ass PowerPoint presentation. We've got Dan Ashworth flying overseas. Well, I'm bloody well hoping so. If we've spent £60 million and we're not seeing those boys over there with the best PowerPoint presentation of their lives, what are we doing? What are we doing? But we've also got the entire Lille setup working with us as well. And to me, it's only a good thing. And I was speaking to a mate of mine yesterday. And he was like, look, if United don't get this done, if we can't be sat around waiting, we can't miss out on other targets, something we've done for so long over the years. Think about Frenkie de Jong. Spent so much time on him. We waited and waited and waited, and then we didn't bring anyone else into the club. We brought in Casemiro as a panic buy, chat. And look how well that turned out. Yes, he won us a Carabao Cup, but he was physically broken. We got 1 year out of him for £60 million. But Fabrizio Romano says, where is it? United will not... Oh, sorry. Yoro must decide now what he wants to do. Wait for Real Madrid or to sign for United immediately. United will not wait for a long time. You know, Yoro must give the... Yoro must give the club his answer soon. Chat, we will know about the Lenny Yoro deal, to me, by the end of the week. By Sunday, I think we know Yoro's decision. I think so. I think that's what we're aiming for. Sell him the INEOS dream. Shockingly, United hasn't secured any. Here we go. Pal, you're so negative in the chat today, mate. You're so negative. Christ. Mark says is light years better than Branthwaite. Lol. Oh, I don't think so. Alex being criminal, Branthwaite over Leacher. Chat, we've had this discussion before and we'll talk about it again later. Cuba says Lamine Yamal is not even 17 and yet playing regularly. If you are good, doesn't matter your age. The famous Sir Alex Ferguson 9. If you're good enough, you're old enough. Cubis with an absolutely banging take. And let me tell you, chat, 55% of you, over 83 votes, believe that Lenny Yoro should be starting over Matthijs de Ligt. Well, who's right, chat? Who's right? Chithian Joseph says the first two options are Branthwaite and Yoro, followed by Todibo, Gahey and Bremer, then de Ligt and Kilman. You are right, de Ligt and Lissandro are aggressive type and not cover types like Lenny Yoro. Look, shall we do a little bit of a breakdown on Lenny Yoro? But before that, I want to speak very quickly about Sergeant Ratcliffe and the INEOS side and just how brilliantly they've done in this Lenny Yoro deal. Because it feels like Sergeant Ratcliffe is Nick Fury and that he's assembled the Avengers. Like, let's just think about this for a second. With this deal, we've moved like no other football club in the world is doing. City, Chelsea, these big, huge projects. Arsenal are only focused on Calafiori and can't even go after a striker. Chelsea on a merry-go-round of centre-backs. But United are going after Xerxes. They're going after de Ligt. They're going after Branthwaite. They're going after Lenny Yoro. We're going after who else? Selling Mason Greenwood. All these different operations at once. You've got Omar Barada, as it feels like, as Captain America. The man overseeing everything with like a military-like precision. Dan Ashworth feels like Iron Man. He's a maverick type, but like who's just an absolute genius and no one can even come close to him in his expertise, in his knowledge and the way he goes about things. Sir Dave Brailsford and Jean-Claude Blanc feels like the Hulk and Bruce Banner. You know, chat, you remember when we were deciding about Erik Ten Hag and one of them was arguing for Ten Hag, one of them arguing against? It was like one of them is being really scientific, trying to sort of construct this club, and the other is trying to literally Hulk smash it to pieces. It's that sort of balance that is beautiful and that is perfect for Manchester United. You've got Jason Wilcox, almost like Hawkeye, keeping a keen eye and overseeing everything, a watchful eye over the whole recruitment process. And finally, I feel like you've got Erik Ten Hag as Thor. Stubborn, yes, brilliant. he can be. He's at his absolute best, though, when he's supported and upheld by a team around him, and he's certainly got that in INEOS. In his quotes yesterday from the interview and from his talking on training, the vibe's good. He feels there's a really positive aura. The club is backing him. Manchester United is being brought back to its best. The Avengers have assembled and they're going after Lenny Yoro. Man just said Branthwaite is close to Leacher. Leave me alone, chat. Leave me alone. If Yoro isn't interested in playing for United, then let's move on to other targets. Let's show them all why United's project is the best thing happening right now. But what we're doing is showing the world. This is a statement of intent. We're going, you know what? Cards on the table. Do you want to play for this project? Do you want to play for the biggest club in the world? Because that's what we believe we are. We're putting our money on the table and going, look, we're in the Europa League, a stage of transition, and we still believe that you will have a better time here than anywhere else. All the cards on the table. And chat if you agree with me, and help if you don't agree with me. But if you're getting involved, then please leave a like on the video. With 35 likes in, I would love to hit 50 likes. We hit 70 yesterday. I appreciate all of your support. Crushing says, if INEOS' first signing is taking a Real Madrid target, then that would be a huge statement for the world. 99% faith. Even what we're doing right now is a huge statement. Even if we don't get him, we've done everything. The only thing that's stopping us in our way of signing Lenny Yoro is a Thanos level Real Madrid. That's literally it. United are the Avengers and Real Madrid are Thanos. That's how I view this Lenny Yoro situation. Real Madrid may indeed be inevitable. They may indeed. But just like Doctor Strange, he saw like one in how many million chances? Billion timelines? There might be one timeline in which Manchester United sign Lenny Yoro. How are we doing, KD, mate? Hope you're doing well. Late to the stream today. Late to the stream. Dan Mazungu, I got who starts in Manchester United as long as we have... Oh, God. Oh, so okay, it's fine. So we've got to have good squad depth, like Alejandro or Ahmad. Yeah, I get it. KD, every footballer has his preferences, but this is a job. They go where they think is best. No room for fans' feelings. I agree with you there, mate. I agree with you there. But shall we break down Lenny Yoro as a footballer? I've been watching a lot of him yesterday because I was looking at the Turkish left back who were looking at, sorry, I forgot the name of, like Todologu or something. And then the Lenny Yoro news broke. Like, okay, I have to watch him. I have to watch him. And chat, for any of you who's watched him, he reminds me of Sergio Busquets on the ball. The way he looks after it, the way he moves his body. Busquets is tall, lanky. Lenny Yoro, tall, lanky. But they both move with such an elegance and a sort of nimbleness with the ball. It's like it's glued to their foot. And it's quite gorgeous to watch, if I'm being honest with you. The way he can turn on a dime. The way Busquets would just sort of do a little feint and move. It's exactly what Yoro does. Little feint and move to the side. He's got a 360-degree turning circle, which for a centre-back, who I've only really seen in a back four, playing as a right centre-back, makes me believe in a back three, he can play as a central centre-back, which sort of makes sense when it comes to the Yoro and De Ligt ideas. If we're trying to bring in a central centre-back, that's Lenny Yoro. He's absolutely rapid. He's absolutely rapid, Yoro is. He's not Varane, but he's quick enough. He's long-limbed. He makes huge strides. But he barely ever uses his pace. He gets this sort of misconception, I feel, that he's not that quick. He's long, but he's not that quick. He reminds me of Virgil van Dijk in his sort of ability. He doesn't have to try that much. He doesn't have to run to the ball, because he already knows where it's going. Because his movement, his positioning is so perfect. He's just waiting for them to come to him. He doesn't have to run over to the ball. The ball comes to him. That's how intelligent Lenny Yoro is. And for a 19-year-old who's somebody pointing out, look, is he good enough to start for United? Is he old enough? Is he wise enough? Is he experienced enough? He's certainly intelligent enough to play for Manchester United. I believe that. Abdul says, I still do think we can offload these players this summer. Casemiro likely goes to Saudi. Scott likely goes to Fulham. Donny to Girona is done. Eriksen and Madrid, Ugarte and another 6-8 hybrid is a must. And we'll talk about other targets later. You mentioned Donny van de Beek. Donny van de Beek to Girona. Here we go. Yeah, it's a shame. It never really worked out for him here. But I wish him all his best in his move overseas. I hope he can revitalise his career there. You guys are on YouTube now, right now, dropping a sub. Thank you, Dogger Games. I really appreciate it. As well as a sub. Could you hit that like button as well? 7 likes away from 50 likes. It would mean the world. I'm here every day at 11 a.m. bringing you the latest and greatest Manchester United news. It is a huge, growing community on YouTube. I'd love you guys to get involved right now. Yoro has decent pace, to be honest. He does. He is quick. But I do think he's better as a cover centre-back. I think that you can't really partner him. The idea of a Yoro-Varane partnership, say he stayed, I don't like. I think it's too passive. Yoro waits for the ball to come to him. He's sort of reaching a recovery, but not really a recovery because he's in line with him. The offensive player slide tackle is gorgeous. It's a thing of beauty. It's almost Aaron Wan-Bissaka-esque. He's got that hook challenge as well, where he hooks his right foot round and just sort of pinches it. It's lovely. It's really quite pretty to watch. And you know what? He can play with the ball at his feet. There's a huge sort of desire for ball-playing centre-backs in modern-day football. Players who can even go out to right back and left back. And whilst I wouldn't do that with Lenny Yoro, the boy's got a wonderful diagonal. From right centre-back, a long ball to the left back, a long ball to the left winger. You know how Lindelof used to do with Rashford, that long swooping ball over the top? Lenny Yoro has got that ball perfected. That's his MO. That's Lenny Yoro's MO. So, look, to me, he's certainly got the capacity to do that. I do have fears around him being biased passing-wise on an angular basis. I don't know how good he is playing down the right flank. I haven't seen enough of him over long 90s to really see if he can do that. Sure, he can play the beautiful balls over the top to the left. Can he do the same to the right? I don't know. But he's a really simple player when it comes to playing out from the back as well. He's not Alessandro Martinez in those line-breaking balls. He's got those long diagonals sorted out. I'd love to see him sort of being more adventurous with his line-breaking passes, though. Yoro will not come to Man United, full stop. Okay, chat, time for the poll. I've taken it from you long enough. Will Lenny Yoro come to Manchester United this summer? And before I give my opinion, I'll let you have yours. Come to Manchester United this summer. You know what? The copium and the hopium is so hard right now. You do not understand, chat. I am in love with Lenny Yoro. I'm in love with him. Let me just check, see if any news has dropped on him, because I'm expecting this to be a really quickly developing story, chat. I expect it to develop very, very, very quickly. Let me have a little look. Okay, can't really see anything else. I do think Lisandro Martinez can play with De Ligt. Yoro as cover for De Ligt. Branthwaite as cover for Licha. Signing Ferdi Kalioglu is a must if we do offload Aaron Wan-Bissaka, which is certain. See, look, mate, I get your reasoning. I do get it. I get having the younger lads as cover, but I think Yoro is better than De Ligt, or at least equal. I will sort of concede that Alessandro Martinez may not be as good as maybe better, sorry, than Jarrad Branthwaite. I may concede that. May just concede it. But yeah, look, let's see what you lot think. Get involved in the poll. There's over 140 of you watching right now. If you're able to, click a yes, click a no. What are you thinking? Is Lenny Yoro going to be coming to Manchester United this summer? And it will happen if he does in the next few days. It really depends. If he wants someone who wants him, then he will join. Bob's your uncle, is that what? Sorry. People's arguments is he wants to come to Real Madrid. Wagner come to United. Cristiano Ronaldo came to Real Madrid when his dream club was. Okay, fine. There is that sort of Madrid to United to Madrid pipeline that always exists. It's existed for as long as you can remember. Ronaldo, Ruud van Nistelrooy. People saying Alejandro Garnacho was next. I mean, look, let's think about it. I think Lenny Yoro coming for 6-7 years and then going off to Real Madrid, yeah, it makes sense. And chat, I saw a conspiracy theory on the timeline yesterday. Let me know if you agree with it. Is Lenny Yoro a smokescreen for Jarrad Branthwaite? Are we putting this bid in knowing Lenny Yoro isn't going to come, just to get Everton to panic a little bit and drop their price? Is United pulling off a massive negotiation tactic right here? Is that what we're doing? Let me know, chat. Let me know. Stop dreaming, says Kadali. I'm allowed to dream, mate. I'm a United fan. It's what we do for a living. It's what we do. is what we do. Yoro is talented, but De Ligt has been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Yeah, I get that, but I think Yoro will get more t-shirts. That's the thing. We have to stop being a stepping stone. I wouldn't call this a stepping stone. I think Raphael Varane fell in love with this football club. He fell in love with Manchester United. So did Bastian Schweinsteiger when he came. Two absolute legends with huge ties to such cultural powerhouses in Real Madrid and Bayern Munich have such a strong connection to Manchester United Football Club. Raphael Varane was sort of tossed about a little bit, fell out with Erik ten Hag, but loved the fans, loved the culture of this football club. He adored it. Does everyone remember the video, end of this season? He was sat at like 8 o'clock, 8:30, on his own in Old Trafford, in the centre circle, taking it in. The same place where he walked out in the star-studded suit, jacket on, tie on, took the picture, social media icon Raphael Varane. He sat there and just sort of watched. He watched. To ignore the fact that we are Manchester United and the romanticism, the connection which we can make with players, you can't just ignore that. You can't just ignore that, chat. So let's hope that, look, we say, you know what, come here for 5-6 years, then think about what you're doing afterwards. But first, come here, let's see what we can do with you. And let's hope we can sort of get our tendrils in him and convince him to stay at Manchester United. Stop dreaming, lol. It's called the Theatre of Dreams. Alex, brother, you're so right. So many people here are so pessimistic. So pessimistic. At this time, Branthwaite looks more likely than Yoro. I think Branthwaite gets done, chat. I think Branthwaite gets done, if I'm being completely honest with you. I mean, everyone in the chat is saying he's not coming, Yoro ain't coming, Branthwaite is not being sold, and we can get real. It'll be De Ligt and some other signings at centre-back. But so far, after like how many of you? There's 61 votes. Let's try and get to 100, chat. There's 157 of you in here right now. 60% of you think he's going to come to Manchester United. Whether you're as deluded as me or it's pure hopium, I don't know. But that is sort of the ideal with Yoro at the moment. You lot are dreamers, just like me. We are baiting Everton by this Yoro saga. I don't agree with it. I don't think it is. I don't think we are baiting Everton, if I'm being completely honest with you. But I could, if it works. Oh, genius. And if it works and we didn't even mean it to, even better. Panda, you're love with Everton players first, that midfielder, and now Branthwaite. Leave me alone about Everton, chat. If you're a first-time viewer here, I have a love interest with Amadou Onana, essentially. He is brilliant. I mean, UNK says, who would have you signed as Manu's partner? Amadou Onana. But we're talking about Manuel Ugarte very, very soon. Any last sort of talk around Lenny Yoro, chat? We're going to talk about centre-backs for a little bit longer. We're going to be talking about Jarrad Branthwaite very quickly. Yesterday's stream, we were talking in depth about the chance of a third bid being put in for Jarrad Branthwaite. And M. Hardy Sport from The Times said that Manchester United are expected to return with a third bid for Jarrad Branthwaite. Okay, several questions to ask you guys here, and then I'll give my opinion. Is Jarrad Branthwaite a player you want to sign? First and foremost, to any first-time viewers, I want to hear your opinion. The other things about that Jarrad Branthwaite, is he worth 50 plus 10? Is he worth 55 plus 10? Let me know how much you would pay for him, and let me know would he start at Manchester United. But let's give my final thoughts on Lenny Yoro. Is Lenny Yoro coming to Manchester United? Alex Talksall says, no, probably not. I'd say it's a 25% chance he comes to Manchester United. I do think he holds out. I do think there's going to be a lot of pressure on him. And again, my favourite thing in football is being proven wrong. I love it. Whether it's about players like succeeding or failing at Manchester United, whether it's about, I don't know, a transfer happening or a manager being good or something like that. I love being proven wrong in football, but I just think Real Madrid is too strong a pull. I do think with David Alaba now being out injured, they might cough up a little bit more, maybe going towards £35 million, which might even be enough to convince Lille to sell to them instead of losing him on a free next summer. So that's sort of my opinion when it comes to Lenny Yoro. I'm not that convinced. I'm very hopeful, and I think he is the biggest signing we can make this summer. Not only is it a huge statement signing, Lenny Yoro indicates to the world that Manchester United are back. We are the big club. INEOS are leading us to a bigger, better, brighter future, bigger than anything football has ever seen. That's what this deal would show. He's also going to be world class. He will win wherever he goes. Titles, Champions Leagues, the lot. He will be so successful. It's unreal. He is one of the best young talents I've ever watched in depth. Ever. I think he's a genius. On the ball, off the ball, everything. But I do think he is destined at the moment for Real Madrid. But let's wait and see. 25%. That's my feeling around Lenny Yoro to Manchester United. Well, let's see what we're saying about another centre-back target, Jarrad Branthwaite. And don't go anywhere, stream. Don't go anywhere, chat, because we've got so much to talk about. Manuel Ugarte later. Mason Greenwood news. We're 8 likes away from 60 likes. I would love to hit that target today. We hit 70 yesterday. Can we hit 75? Let me know if you're enjoying the stream so far and smash that subscribe button. I will leave first time on here, I think. Well, welcome, mate. You're always welcome. It is a community here. I'd love to see you here tomorrow. 55 plus 5. Let's get it done and move on. No drama. 1% chance, 99% hope for Yoris WY. Yeah, I get it, mate. Dean Bahoy, who's better, Branthwaite or Yoro? What a question, mate. Chat, answer that. I want to see a stream of responses. Just Yoro or Branthwaite. Get involved in the chat, guys. Get involved. Yes, I'll pay £70 million. Here we go. Kadali, you just want to here we go, mate. Every single stream, the one who types here we go the most is you. Honestly. You're always saying it, brother. You're always saying it. Let's see what else people are saying. 20 quid for Branthwaite and a Mars bar. Nice one, Everton. Carl, you hate the man. You hate him. One thing is clear. Both Lindelof and Maguire are gone. If we get all 3 names, Branthwaite, De Ligt and Yoro, I think we move on Lindelof and Maguire and we keep Johnny Evans and we keep Cam Waller. That's what I think we do. That's what I think we do. Because you need to sell, but you also need depth. And I think 4 or 5 centre-backs, maybe loaning out Cam Waller in January if Lisandro Martinez can stay fit. That's what I would do. That's what I would do, chat. The way I see it, I'd go to United as they're willing to pay, says Anthony Jones. Real Madrid have a thing about trying to get players for free. To me, that doesn't show that they want him that much. It's intention. Again, another thing about Lenny Yoro. United are showing their true intentions here. We want you. Do you know how nice it is, chat, to be wanted? It's great. It feels lovely. It's a great feeling. And it's the same in everything in life, but football especially. Being wanted is huge. No Branthwaite just because of British tax. Yoro is way better. Jarrad is more of a physical monster. They're physical specimens in very different ways. Yoro is a genetic freak in that he's long, he's loose, he covers huge amounts of ground. He's got that going for him. Jarrad Branthwaite, physical monster. Powerful, big lad. Commanding headers. They're very different. Branthwaite sucks. Borderline red card player. The refs will mark him like they did Casemiro last season. I disagree with that. I wouldn't say borderline red card player, but Pepe and Sergio Ramos, definitely red card players, and they're 2 of the greatest centre-backs the world's ever seen. So I'm going to disagree with you a little bit there. We won't get all 3. I don't think we will. But just say we do. I'd be very, very, very happy. 60 million and a selling clause, says Dan Mazungu. Ivor Lee says, Branthwaite is such an uncut diamond. We need a top defensive coach. Yap Stam is spring to mind. I don't think he's a coach, is he? Chat, is Yap Stam a coach? Is he? I don't think he is. I mean, Cam Waller going to be sick too with these guys to learn from. You're right, to be fair. God, imagine, we have such a depth of experience at the club at the moment. Imagine your attacking player coming in. You get to learn off Ruud van Nistelrooy. I'm sorry. Imagine that. Oh, I was coming to Manchester United with all the best coaches in the world and a new coach in Ruud van Nistelrooy. I'm sorry. That's incredible. Cam Waller refused extension of contracts. I think he wants to know his long-term future at the club. All these centre-backs coming in, he's probably a little bit hesitant, if I'm being completely honest, which I don't blame him for, to be honest. WI, do you think we'll find out about the Yoro decision today? I asked someone about that. I've asked someone about when we think we'll be hearing. Hopefully I'll get back to you. I doubt it because I don't think anyone knows. I think it's maximum a week is we'll wait for. Chat, let me know, how long do you think Manchester United are going to wait for the response of Lenny Yoro? How long do you reckon? A week? A couple days? 1 day? Let me know. Let me know. Branthwaite stays at the Toffees. I mean, some people are hoping at this point, mate. Some people are very, very, very hopeful. Some news from Lauren Julian. Some breaking news on Lenny Yoro. Real Madrid remain confident of winning the race for Lenny Yoro because of the player's desire to play for them, despite the fact that Madrid have not yet tabled a formal offer to sign him and are hoping to make a deal with Lille for a slightly lesser sum. Manchester United already have an agreement with Lille to sign Yoro for around £38 million. United are aware that Yoro's preference is to play for Madrid, but hope to force Lille's hand with their more substantial bid. Oh, it gives me hope. It's taking hope away from me, but it's giving me more. Chat, I don't know what to do. I don't like it. It's such a 50-50 report. Oh, Carl Duncan, just get it going, man. He didn't want to come. How can you look at that and lose all hope? How? Chat, do all of you disagree with me? Is there... do you not think there's no hope of him coming? I mean, let's look at what the poll's saying. 58% of you, 126 votes, 63% of you think he's going to come to Manchester United this summer. So I'm not the only one deluded in this chat. I'm taking that and running with it. I don't know. What do we think? What do we think of that news, chat? Let me know. Couple days, IMO, INEOS ain't messing about. The fact that we can say that as a fan base, our owners, our strategists, our decision makers aren't messing about. I'm so sorry. That's so... it's so refreshing to hear those words from you lot saying that. So refreshing. Sakil says, I like your style of reporting. Thank you, mate. If you enjoy, hit that like button and make sure you hit the subscribe button as well. I appreciate all your support. We're aiming for 5,000 subscribers in the month of July. Can we even hit it in the next week? I would love to. Real is said to have offered 20 million euros, 17 million pounds, I believe. 17 million pounds. I mean, look, Dan Mazungu makes a really good point here. I can't believe I haven't said this. You wouldn't put a bid in without having some sort of reassurance from the player at all. Look at every other deal Manchester United have done. You agree with the player first. It is a different sort of deal. It is a different sort of deal because the player's preference is obvious. We're trying to put him under pressure. If we let it go for a long time, if we let this sort of dwindle, if we let it sort of play out and say, oh, it doesn't matter, you have all the power, we take our leverage away and it puts us in a weaker position. We have to force him to make a decision. And you know, if he moves on, we go, you know what, fair enough. It's Real Madrid. You can go there. You can't really argue with it. But, I mean, we need to humble Madrid. You can't really humble Madrid. It's very difficult. They're Real Madrid. It's Thanos. It's Florentino Perez. It's Carlo Ancelotti. You can't just humble them. I mean, good God. Unk says Ashworth has that punch, bruv. I mean, I wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of Ashworth, to be honest. We bid for Frankie and he said no. So there's a difference here. The difference is INEOS are in now. Jason Wilcox is in now. Dan Ashworth is in now. Vavell is in now. Brailsford's in now. Blanc is in now. Bavada is in now. They wouldn't make this decision lightly. Just sort of a really quite positive thing. What do you mean sort of? A very positive thing. I mean, look, Dan Mazungu, Joshua's preference was to go to AC Milan. He's now going to come to United. Thank you, Dan. You're pulling some good takes today, mate. Some really good takes. But yeah, no, there's always that as well. We convinced Joshua Zirkzee. Can we convince Lenny Yoro? Which is why I think we should go over there. Hell, send me over there. I will walk to Lille, hands down, and give him the best PowerPoint presentation of my life. Chat, you think I try hard on these streams? Watch me try and work my ass off presenting for Lenny Yoro. Trust me, you will not see a better performance than me giving that presentation. Can I be honest? I'm not bothered about Yoro. I mean, I get that. I do. Just because of how unlikely it is. I just think it's such a huge opportunity, which we are ahead of every other team. We're literally ahead of everyone else. PSG and Liverpool, I'd argue, even though they're in the Champions League, we've shown more ambition than them. I reckon we'll talk better than them. I back us quite a lot at the moment, to be honest. Jaap Stam is coaching Dutch side Dos Kampen. Let him get experience, then bring him to United. That's the way I think about it. Get up the axe. Hey, Dylan. How you doing, mate? I hope you're doing well, pal. How you doing? Dylan McBennett, everybody. Absolute fantastic journalist. I hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you're doing well. Got anything to tell us? Anything on Yoro, Dylan? Anything on Yoro? Let me know. But before we get into anyone else, shall we start talking about Jarrad Branthwaite finally? What is the maximum you would pay for Jarrad Branthwaite, chat? To me, I think this deal gets done at £55 million plus 10. That's what I think the deal gets done. That is a huge sort of ballpark figure, a bit of a guess, an educated one. But I think if you make the add-ons somewhat difficult, like, I don't know, a Premier League in the next few years, an FA Cup in the next few years, a Champions League final, semi-final in the next few years, look, then you're going to get those, you're going to get it all the way to 65 million. But to me, 55 million it's a pretty good, it's fair. It's fair. Do you agree with me? 20 quid says Carl. Oh, shut up, mate. Shut up. Carl, me and you, we're going to have words at some point, mate. We're going to have words. But shall we move on to the midfield position, chat? Manuel Ugarte, the Uruguayan international. We received some news on him yesterday about more sort of progression to him joining Manchester United. I think Santi said it, if I'm not mistaken. Let me find it. Here we go. Santi from the Daily Mail says, Manchester United and PSG have become closer to an agreement in recent hours regarding Manuel Ugarte. Everything is not yet complete, but things are progressing positively. So this is a really interesting report. A really, really interesting report for me. Because if we look at it at face value, it's really, really positive. Like, look, going for Manuel Ugarte is going to be coming soon. Everyone's sort of really quite excited about that. Chat, let me know. Do you see Manuel Ugarte as the man to be your new number 6? But we've been hearing rumours recently that not the whole of Old Trafford is aligned on him. The higher-ups don't exactly all agree that he is the man to take us in to the future, and that other options are available. Dylan McBennett, a man who is in the stream right now, is someone who's sort of spoken about Fofana as a man who is an option for Manchester United. We've been in contact with his representatives for how long, Dylan? A couple of weeks, even a month maybe? Spoken about him for a while. So yeah, look, there's other options on the table. Amadou Onana obviously is another option for Manuel Ugarte. So let me know, who would you have as your new number 6 next season at United? Unk says Ugarte got interest from other clubs now. I mean, are we being used in the media? We've been really good at avoiding it this time round in a lot of deals about not being used by the media. We're not being played. We're not being led on. We're not really sort of being used to drive other prices, because being quite careful in who we're talking to. Especially after the Ndoye links, we haven't been linked to any randoms at all, which has been really quite positive. So, look, how are we feeling about the Ugarte deal? Andre isn't even my name, mate. That honestly made me love him even more, honestly. Dylan saying 55 million plus 10 is probably going to be the final fee, 100%. They'd want Branthwaite and Yoro. If they got him too, they'd leave De Ligt. Thank you, Dylan, mate. I appreciate it. Dylan also says 2 months we've been in contact with Fofana's agency. Chat, if you want to get even more United news, make sure you give Dylan a follow on Twitter. Excellent news he gives us. Excellent news. Fofana's future will move now since France were knocked out. I mean, let's hope. We're going to see some movement on the number 6 very, very, very soon. Sheldon Toulon, welcome back to the stream, my friend. I hope you're doing well. If we're going to pay £55 million plus 10 in add-ons, no matter how difficult they are to achieve, I'm afraid we haven't learned anything. What is it with us and average overpriced English players? Chat, let's see. Let me put up another poll in, because apparently I love doing them today. Do you rate Jarrad Branthwaite? Because it seems to be really split. And I'm going to ask this question again with the pretense of him costing around £65 million. Is he worth... Actually, no. Better question. Is Jarrad Branthwaite worth £60 million? Let's ask that instead. Is Jarrad Branthwaite worth... we'll go 60 to £65 million. Let's talk about that, shall we? Because that seems fair. The chat, don't you dare go anywhere. We have so much more to be talking about. Mason Greenwood, we've spoken about later, and how he could be funding the Jarrad Branthwaite pursuit. Let's see how we're doing, guys. There we go. Have fun with this poll, chat. Go crazy with it. Go crazy with it, chat. Why is every English player going for... why is every English player, which United go for, overrated? Why? Is it because of our long-standing history with them? I think Harry Maguire has sort of dented English reputation, and it's not his own doing. Yes, he has been at times a little bit mistake prone. I will agree with that. But to me, he's been one of our shining stars in a really quite dreary period of Manchester United. Good God. 100% no, absolutely not. He ain't worth that. Not a chance he's worth that much. £55 million max. Chat, you lot are not in support of Jarrad Branthwaite to Manchester United. 79% of you are saying no. Get out, no way he's worth more than £50 million. Why? Chat, I want your wholehearted opinions on Jarrad Branthwaite. Is it the Everton goal? So the Cole Palmer goal. The one where he nutmegged Branthwaite, then beat round him. And that, I don't know. It was quite embarrassing for Branthwaite, to be honest. I'll hold my hands up and say that. Is it because he's young? Is it because he's raw? Let me know. Anyway, 79% of you currently don't believe that he is worth £60 to £65 million. Let me know why. I want to see your opinions in the chat. I'll read them all out. Kyle Duncan, he's not even Everton's best centre-back. What? Sorry? No. I mean, Dylan McBennett saying Everton's stance is fair. Gvardiol and Fofana is their benchmark, and Branthwaite is absolutely within the ballpark. They're correct to ask for it. Chat, let me know, do you agree with Dylan? And do you agree that he is on the same level as Josko Gvardiol and Wesley Fofana? Both players going for nearly £80 million each. Josko Gvardiol has lit it up at City this season. Wesley Fofana has struggled in his time at Chelsea. Alex, 60 million plus is elite level. I think you have to overpay though. The centre-back market, especially the left-footed centre-backs, sucks. Who else are you going to get? Who else do you want to get for that sort, for 40, 50 million pounds, for what you're saying Branthwaite is worth? Who else are you buying? Gonzalo Inacio, don't do that. Horrible idea. Horrible idea, chat. Branthwaite was okay at £45 million maximum. Okay, WY, it doesn't mean we don't rate him. He's just not worth that much yet. I think he's going to be worth that much in 6 months' time. And I'd rather get him now. Hincape, Alex, OMG. Okay, you know what, Kyle, I promise you. I'm writing it down on my phone now. I will watch him today. I promise you. Come back in for tomorrow for me to finally just do what Kyle wants me to do. If you've been watching the stream long enough, you'll know me and Kyle disagree with each other a little bit. It's a little bit. Diamande, Hincape, Calafiori. Calafiori is Arsenal bound, and I do agree with you. Calafiori is a worthwhile equivalent, personally. He's a worthwhile equivalent. Diamande, too much. Hincape, I think that's how I say his name. Forgive me if I'm wrong. Fine, sure. I'd agree with you a little bit there. Zihan saying, no, he's £35 million max. I'd have walked out anything beyond that. Okay, we've sort of run the centre-back talk into the ground. So we're going to end on that there. 77%, 79% don't believe he's worth £60 to £65 million. But shall we move on to another man? A man who's going for a larger fee than any of us thought that he would be going for. Mason Greenwood to Marseille is nearly here we go, everybody. Look, how are we feeling about that? £31.8 million, about £28 million up front. In my opinion, a really good deal. 40 to 50% release clause is huge. It is massive. How are we feeling about that deal from a financial standpoint? Have we done well, in my opinion? Yeah, we have. Dylan McBennett says, again, some news from the attacking football man himself. Give him a follow. United have spoken to Diamande in the past. Not recently, though, although further talks weren't ruled out. I get that. I mean, I doubt we're going to get him, to be honest. I doubt we're going to get it. I think he'd be too much, wouldn't he? I reckon he's too much. I haven't watched enough of him, but everything I've heard about him, he seems wonderful. Alex, think about it. If Branthwaite is that good, many clubs will be going after him like Yoro, but nobody except United are interested. Cubis, it's a fair point. I raise you two things. First of all, he is a Manchester United player. He is. He's a Manchester United player. He fits it. He's the sort of player Fergie would have gone after. And also, who else needs a centre-back? Chelsea don't. They're sorted. Arsenal don't. They're going for Calafiori. And they don't have that much money to spend on a centre-back. Who else? We've got... City, they're more than sorted. They've got centre-backs coming out their arse, coming out their ears. They've got everybody. I just don't think Spurs have got Mickey van der Ven, they've got Christian Romero, they don't need anybody. So it's like, the centre-back market is, I think, quite stacked at the moment. There's just not that many people who are going for centre-backs. It's sort of how it's I'm seeing that. Alex, what's your opinion regarding Marseille Mayor? Look, I don't want to talk about my opinion on the matter. I don't think it's fair to. I'm a strictly transfer-based channel. But look, outside pressure might cause the deal to collapse. I've heard nothing about the I've heard nothing about it collapsing so far. I don't believe anything about that. But look, if it does collapse, it will collapse for a reason that is outside Roberto De Zerbi's and footballing reasons. Let's put it like that. Let's put it like that. Jithin Joe says, good God, you've been saying this a lot, mate. These are better alternatives if you don't care about homegrown tag. Nkape, John Lutumi, William Paco. I haven't watched them. I couldn't say. I watched enough of Branthwaite to go, Manchester United centre-back. That's what I'd say. Arsenal signed a centre-back, no, didn't even blink at Branthwaite. I find you lot so confusing sometimes. I will argue about Manuel Ugarte saying he's not good enough for United. That, like, look, he's sort of a stopgap, a future squad player. But you lot are like, trust Dan Ashworth. Trust Jason Wilcox. Trust Vivell. Trust these boys that are being brought in. Yet you'll yell at me for trusting them when we'll go after Branthwaite. Where's the difference? I think I don't see a difference there, really, to be honest with you. And chat, thank you so much for your support today. 75 likes is a huge target we've hit. We've discussed so much today. I will have to go off in a second, but a few more opinions and we will end the stream. Talking about Here We Go's WY. I think if we're going to get a Here We Go today out of anyone, and this might be controversial, it will be Lenny Yoro. If we're going to get a deal done today, Here We Go, a done deal from Orny, all of that, it will be about Lenny Yoro. Because, it's just today, because Xerxes and Delix are at the Euros. They've got a game today. We won't be hearing any news about them. It's not professional, really. And I think, to me, that's fair. That's fair. And chat, nearly at the end of the stream, I'll take a couple more opinions. Stick about to the very, very, very end. If we are 5 likes away from 80 likes, we would absolutely smash our all-time likes record if we hit that. Let me know. It is English hate, bro. Brother, I'm wearing an English shirt. I think I'm biased a little bit as well. We all have our biases. Any English fans in the Englishman in the chat looking forward to the game later? Let me know. And if you are watching that game, let me know what you think your score is going to be between England and the Netherlands. Let me know. Carl Duncan Coleman would be pissed if we did news on the Dutch boys. Exactly. Euro predictions as KD. I think my prediction right now is 1-0 England. I think, you know what? Ask me when I'm 4 pints in later. And it's going to be maybe about what? 4-1 England is my prediction going to change to. If you want to catch all my coverage on the England game and any coverage that I do on any news whatsoever, make sure you follow me at Alex Talksall on all platforms, TikTok, Instagram and Twitter. mufcMPB on Twitter has always the best and latest Manchester United news. We are on a roll at the moment. We've recently hit 500,000 followers on X. Can we reach 5,000 subscribers on YouTube? Again, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the like button so we can all keep up to date with each other. Last opinions on the England game. Let's see what we're saying. England 1-0, 2-1 to the Lions. 1-0 to the Dutch, 4-1 England, but not thanks to Southgate. 3-3 between the Dutch and the English. I mean, look, it's going to be an entertaining game. Hopefully, it's as entertaining as the France-Spain game yesterday. I really appreciated all your support today, chat. I'll be here tomorrow at 11 a.m. I'm Alex Talksall. I'll see you tomorrow. Bloody hell, what a stream. Jesus.